The internet is a wonderful thing, and every day in many ways it is reshaping our world. One of the biggest ways is when it comes to music, television, and film. The net is full of product, and good or bad, depending on your view, a lot of this product can be downloaded free. In other words, music, TV shows, movies, all at no charge. This is net piracy, pure and simple. It is widespread, and it is bringing the music industry to its knees. The film and TV business are also under a growing threat. Elias Makos is our technology columnist. Let's start with something like LimeWire, where you can find just about everything on LimeWire.
Absolutely. I mean, it's as you said, it's called peer-to-peer. It's called file sharing. So if someone puts up a TV show or a song or a whole album on one of these sites, one of these programs, someone else around the world can just go and download it. And it's very easy. It's free. And that's why it's so intriguing for a lot of people.
And the fudge here, so to speak, is because, as you said, it's called file sharing. What does that mean exactly?
Well, it's average users. They have an album on their computer and they can just share it with the world. And you know, it's people trading stuff. I've got this album, you have this other album, and we can trade that amongst ourselves. And that's you know, obviously it's a game changer for the music industry.
I've heard that this is illegal in Canada, or it's legal. I've heard both sides. Is it legal or not?
Technically, it's legal. And there's been, you know, court rulings that say it is legal. The law says that you can make copies of recordings for your own personal use. And what the courts has ruled is that file sharing, that technically falls under that. Now, that's not to say that this isn't going to change. Obviously, the recording industry in Canada is trying to have that law changed. There's bills that are trying to be passed in order to change that. But right now, I mean, is it legal? Yes. I mean, obviously there's other questions about, you know, whether it's right.
Right. So, okay, legally a gray zone, but ethically or morally, this is net piracy.
Well, it's another great question, because you also have artists. I mean, these are the people whose livelihoods depend on, you know, the albums they make, the TV shows they produce. Even artists themselves aren't sure if this is piracy or if it's wrong. You know, you have Michael Moore, whose recent movie Sicko was out there, and Michael Moore's on record saying, as long as you're not making a profit on it, I don't really care, you know, so
it's like a distribution tool for them.
Exactly, and some people, you know, there's the argument out there that you wouldn't necessarily buy all the music that you download. I mean, you know, if someone, a normal teenager, doesn't have thousands of dollars in their bank account to buy all these CDs in a store. So the argument is you're allowing people to experiment and try out music that they normally wouldn't listen to because they can get it for free. So, you know, there's arguments on both sides.
SoulSeek is another site, another software that's used by a lot of people. Same concept as LimeWire.
Absolutely. You've got SoulSeek, you've got BitTorrent. I mean, these are all programs that work kind of in the same way. With BitTorrent, you can actually download some very huge files very quickly. Now we've moved, you know, in the past 10 years we've talked a lot about music piracy, and because music files are very small, so it's easy to download them. And now we've moved on because, you know, internet speeds are getting faster, high speed is penetrating the market a lot better, so people are now turning to download TV shows, download full movies. These are really large files, and thanks to programs like SoulSeek, like BitTorrent, you can download really huge files really fast. And now the same pressures that were on the music industry are now turning to the TV industry.
And you know, you've got people who are using something like BitTorrent to basically download CDs and movies and TV shows all for free, and they're not paying a cent for it.
No, they're not. And
so no money goes to the artist, no money goes to the Hollywood studio, no money goes to the TV studio.
Well, if you're downloading something for free, obviously not. However, the argument is, well, if you download something for free, later on you might buy it. Or, you know, let's say you download one episode of a TV show, you're going to end up wanting to watch that TV show when it airs on TV, thus increasing advertising revenue, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, there's two sides to every story. Yes, people aren't paying for this. Some people would say it's promotional. There have been studies that suggest both things. Some studies suggest that, yes, it's hurting. Obviously, music sales are down for 7 years in a row in North America. But some studies suggest that in reality, it's not affecting things that much.
Okay. Elias Makos, our technology columnist. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. No problem.
And we're going to throw things back over to Lori with another look at the weather. Lori.
We've got